See the notable fantasy scorers here. Josh Allen at the top doesn't surprise anybody. Sean Tucker, number 2, maybe does surprise some. We'll have a little bit more on that. But we got to hear from Josh Allen after this game on staying level for the win.
We just got to do a good job of, again, not riding the wave. Trying to stay as level as possible, not getting too high, not getting too low, starting off 4-0 and we're the best team in the world. We lose 2 in a row, now we're the worst team in the world, and it's like, we don't want to ride that. We just want to stay here, stay consistent, continue to work hard, put together game plans, and go out there and execute on game days.
6 touchdown day for number 17.
Proud Fantasy Life investor Josh Allen, thank you very much. Look, it's the most points by a fantasy quarterback in a game since Josh Allen had 51.9 in Week 14 last season. It's 4th career 40-point game. No other quarterback has more than 2 during that stretch. The last non-Josh Allen quarterback to have a 6-touchdown game, believe it or not, was Tua Tagovailoa in 2022. Roll Tide. So I'm just saying, there's not much analysis here other than to say that when you think about what Lamar Jackson did yesterday, bad fantasy day. He was brutal from a fantasy football perspective. Jaden Daniels has been a disappointment. Jalen Hurts, tough game last night as well. We'll talk about that. Burrow's hurt. When you think about sort of all the elite quarterbacks, it's been a disappointing season one way or the other for all of them, with the exception of 17, our hero, our savior, our MVP, Josh Allen.
Yeah, this is like an old school Josh game,
right.
kind of where there was the wild interception out of the end zone through another pick. Allen kind of exercised these demons last year where he didn't turn the ball over and the offense became a bit steadier and run heavy. But yesterday, they were trailing for a lot of the game. It was just airing out, going back and forth with Baker. But he still has, he has the highest ceiling of anyone fantasy-wise. He also probably has the highest floor as well. So he's just the highest.
Right. There's no analysis there. He's the number 1 quarterback in fantasy on a weekly basis, on a season-long basis. But I thought the interesting thing here, Connor, was James Cook, who had a season high in receiving yards. He's now had back-to-back games with double-digit target shares. One of the concerns on Cook coming into the season was he's got to score touchdowns because they're just not being used in the passing game. Now, it's still only three receptions on 3 targets, so it's not like a massive part, but still getting something. He had a receiving touchdown here, Connor. They're starting to use him a little bit more.
Yeah, which is great to see. Also, this script was ridiculous, which helps him in the passing game as well. The lead changed 9 times in this game. I know the final score kind of paints a different picture. I thought Todd Bowles should not have punted on that 4th and 2 with 7 minutes left. That's a different story. But the point remains the same. When Josh Allen and James Cook are in these scripts against good offenses, they're limitless fantasy-wise because the opportunity is insane.
Do you think the decision to punt there by Todd Bowles is because, he blinked once and they thought he blinked twice? You know what I mean? And there was just a miscommunication.
That's the communication from Todd Bowles.
Did he blink once or twice? I think he blinked twice. I think it means we got to punt. Yeah, come on, let's go. And maybe he just got something in the eye.
It's incredible because I think Todd Bowles is a good coach. He's
got
a great defensive game plan. His Bucs team plays hard every week. It seems like he's created a good culture there. I still remember him putting Jalen Hurts in an absolute blender when they played the Eagles in the playoffs a couple years ago. But it's so weird. There's just no correlation whatsoever between being a good coach and making correct game management decisions around 4th downs and clock management and stuff. Him not going for 2 again in the Chiefs game last year when the Bucs didn't have any players at the end of that game in primetime, just over and over again. Particularly, it's like Josh Allen's on the other side.
I know, but they scored 32 points. They had a chance at this game at winning it, but that's an NFL discussion. The other thing that I think is interesting from this side. Keon Coleman, a healthy scratch. He missed a team meeting, blah, blah, blah. Fine. And we'll talk more about him tomorrow. But I just want to point out Tyrell Shavers. You're like, who the hell is Tyrell Shavers? Well, he tied for the team lead with 5 targets, 17% target share. And a friend of mine said, he reminds me of kind of Stephon Diggs. Tyrell Shavers. I think in terms of the game, lofty. But I don't know. We'll talk about more of him tomorrow. But he had a strong camp, and I just think he's just an interesting name that you might gloss over in the box score. I think I want to talk about him a little bit more. Other side of the ball here in this game. Johnny Dangerly says Connor's jacket is distracting. Well, you're distracting Johnny Dangerly.
Now the show's gone. Thanks, Johnny.
Yeah, you just commented.
Show's off the rails.
Yeah, exactly.
We were doing so good.
Come on.
Good. I apologize.
I like the jacket.
Thank you.
know, like you're at least trying. This one,
I'm doing my best.
yeah,
I don't dress myself.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I knew that was
I haven't
coming.
dressed myself in years.
He's not going to take credit for this.
No. Anyway, I think did you wear this on Sims too?
I did. I'm double dipping.
You've got to it's tough because you've got to navigate.
I know.
Appropriate, for two different shows.
It's not easy.
Yeah, I understand.
There's a good casual element to the show, though we've slowly upgraded each year. You're in a Josh Allen jersey today for the right reasons.
Right.
But I feel like if you looked at us dressing year one to this year, we look like adults now.
Yeah, well, the NBC Sports Wardrobe Department, thank God, saved us from ourselves. I try on Mondays to wear a jersey. Usually it's Victory Monday if Jaden Daniels has led us to a victory. Otherwise, a jersey represents somebody that was awesome in fantasy football.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest RotoWorld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.